Hey everyone, today we're diving into the fascinating world of solar eclipses. You know, those cosmic events that have captivated humanity for millennia? We're gonna break down the science behind them and uncover some truly mind-blowing facts. Get ready to have your mind blown with these 10 incredible facts that will make you see the sky in a whole new light.
Imagine this. It's the middle of the day, the sun is shining bright, and then, slowly the world around you starts to dim. This isn't the plot of a sci-fi movie, it's what happens during a total solar eclipse. You see, a total solar eclipse occurs when the moon passes directly between the sun and Earth. Even though the moon is about 400 times smaller than the sun, it's also about 400 times closer to Earth. This cosmic coincidence means that, from our vantage point, the moon can perfectly cover the sun's disk, plunging us into a temporary twilight. Now let's talk about one of the most breathtaking moments during a total solar eclipse, the diamond ring effect. Right before and after totality, the last bits of sunlight shine through the valleys of the moon, creating a spectacular diamond ring appearance in the sky. This rare moment only lasts for a few seconds, but it's so breathtaking that some photographers spend years chasing it. This sliver, shining through the lunar mountains and valleys, creates a dazzling, bright spot that looks just like a sparkling diamond. The diamond ring effect often serves as the perfect signal for viewers to safely look up with their special eclipse glasses. You might think all solar eclipses are created equal, but the universe is full of surprises. It turns out that the moon's distance from Earth isn't always constant. Sometimes when the moon is a bit farther away from Earth, it appears slightly smaller in the sky. In these cases, it might not completely cover the sun's disk even during maximum eclipse. This creates what's known as an annular solar eclipse. Instead of total darkness, you'll see a brilliant ring of sunlight encircling the moon's silhouette. Solar eclipses have been captivating humans for as long as we've been gazing up at the sky. Throughout history, different cultures have developed their own unique myths and legends to explain these celestial events. The ancient Greeks believed an eclipse was a sign that the gods were angry, and in ancient China, solar eclipses were thought to be a dragon trying to eat the sun. The Batamaliba people in Africa used solar eclipses as a time to make peace and settle disputes, believing the eclipse showed the sun and moon working together. Now, for all you adventure seekers and astronomy enthusiasts out there, have you ever heard of eclipse chasing? It's exactly what it sounds like. People traveling the globe to witness the awe-inspiring spectacle of a total solar eclipse. These dedicated eclipse chasers are a passionate bunch, often planning their trips years in advance to secure the perfect viewing spot. They meticulously study eclipse paths, weather patterns, and travel logistics, all for the chance to stand in the moon's shadow for a few precious minutes. It's a global community brought together by a celestial phenomenon. Right before and after totality, keep your eyes peeled for a phenomenon known as shadow bands. These are faint, wavy lines of light and shadow that seem to ripple across the ground. They look like the light dancing on the bottom of a swimming pool. Scientists believe that shadow bands are caused by the way the Earth's atmosphere bends and distorts the last rays of sunlight just before and after totality. These elusive bands are notoriously hard to photograph, but fascinating to witness, appearing only for a few seconds. Shadow bands are often more visible on flat, light-colored surfaces like sandy beaches or large sheets of white paper. You might be wondering why we don't have solar eclipses every month if the moon orbits Earth so regularly. Well, it turns out that the moon's orbit around Earth is slightly tilted compared to Earth's orbit around the sun. This tilt means that most of the time the moon's shadow misses Earth entirely. However, there are specific periods, roughly every 173 days, called eclipse seasons, when the geometry lines up just right. As the moon begins its slow march across the sun's disk, keep a close eye on the edges of the lunar silhouette. You might notice a string of bright beads of light appearing along the circumference. These are known as Bailey's beads, named after the British astronomer Francis Bailey, who first described them in detail. Bailey's beads make every eclipse unique, as the moon's topography isn't perfectly round, giving each eclipse a distinct signature. Now let's talk about time. Specifically, how long can totality, the period when the sun is completely covered by the moon, last? Well, the maximum theoretical duration of a total solar eclipse is about 7 minutes and 32 seconds. The maximum length of totality is gradually shortening over time due to the moon slowly moving away from Earth at about 1.5 inches per year. This means in about 600 million years, total solar eclipses won't be possible anymore. Catch them while you can, folks. Each eclipse is unique in its path, timing, and duration. So every time you witness one, you're seeing something that'll never happen in exactly the same way again. One of the earliest recorded solar eclipses took place on May 28, 585 BCE. This eclipse is said to have occurred during a battle between the Lydians and the Medes in what is now modern-day Turkey. According to ancient Greek historian Herodotus, the eclipse plunged the battlefield into darkness, causing the warring factions to lay down their arms in astonishment and fear. They interpreted the eclipse as a sign from the gods, a celestial omen that they should end their conflict. So next time you see an eclipse on the horizon, remember, you're not just watching a celestial event, you're witnessing the universe put on its most exclusive show. Keep exploring, keep asking questions, and never lose your sense of wonder, because the universe is full of incredible mysteries just waiting to be uncovered. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.